Hi, I'm Rod with Antishanty. Today we are going to show you the new 2024 RR-1 Limited. We're going to do a walkthrough so you can see all the new features and all the luxury items that we brought into this new trailer build. Lance is going to show you and tell you about all the awesome features that sets Antishanty apart from all the other trailers out there.
Before we dive into the full walkthrough, I'd like to tell you what sets Antishanty apart, what material we use, and how we build this trailer. First thing is we don't use any wood or canvas in our builds, so wood does rot and canvas flaps in the wind. We use all lightweight, hard side components, and I'm going to show you what they are. If you come over here, our trailers all start with a 3-inch tubular steel spine from tail to tongue. That's like the basis of our steel. We have a steel cross member in the suspension, and that's all the steel we use. The rest is either aluminum or composite. From our steel spine, we have laser cut formed aluminum cross braces, so super strong, super lightweight, going to a channel aluminum frame. This is a super strong, thick aluminum channel, but it's also relatively light. Our wall panels, and our wall panels in most of our products are aluminum composite as well. We use an aluminum composite wall, so this whole wall is a 1-inch thick panel. It's got aluminum skins, open cell coroplast here, and then closed cell foam in the middle. We also use aluminum extrusions to make these stiff and finish them off nice. And then the roof on the RR-1, which we're excited about, we build in-house. It's a composite. It's got a fiberglass composite outside, inside, closed cell foam in the middle, and then we've got our thermal liner on the inside. So that thing is thick, it's light, it's insulated, it's gonna hold up to the elements. All right, talking about the structure of this thing, our frame uses huck rivet technology, so super strong. It's all huck riveted, so you can get a little bit of flex in the frame, so it doesn't, so like aluminum welds aren't gonna crack. We use very little welding in the aluminum because it is kind of a stiff metal. We use an endo exoskeleton. So our exoskeleton, we have all these uprights that you can lash stuff to. You can actually bolt stuff to, like this shovel's bolted on right here. Our kitchen box is bolted onto these. And then on the interior, we have an interior skeleton as well. So you take those super light panels, pair them with lightweight aluminum, and you get a really stiff structure. We take a lot of cues from the aircraft and marine industries, and everything on this trailer is bonded and riveted together. So we have VHB tape. We also use a really strong epoxy adhesive, and then rivets everywhere all over the unit.
All right, let's dive into this full walkthrough video. First, we're gonna start off on this front corner. We'll go all the way around the trailer, show you guys the roof, and then get onto the inside. Start off, we're gonna start with our Fulton F2 aluminum trailer jacks. Super smooth action, super easy to go up or down, lift the trailer. The 2 front jacks are wheeled. The trailer is light enough so you can push it around by hand. We push around in the shop all the time by hand. And then the rear jacks, I'll show you those as well, are plated just to really give you a nice stable dwelling once you're parked and at your campsite. Super easy to stow, just 1 pin like that, and then drop. And as you can see on the front here, you have a T-level. You also have a T-level on the back. So that allows you to easily, as you're adjusting the jacks, get a nice side-to-side level and front-to-back level for sleeping, for the perfect camp setup. Going on to the front here, we have side gullwing doors on the front garage area. Just compression locks, these are lockable. Pop this open. You have full pass-through space up here for storage. You also have your diesel tank for the Wallace diesel stovetop and heater. We'll get more details on that in a minute. And you have a nice storage spot next to the electrical system. There's also enough space to add more power, more battery. We'll get into that system here soon. As I said, this is lockable storage, which is super nice. Keep a lot of stuff in here that is meant to kind of stay outside, but you can also secure it. Some little add-ons that come with the Limited. You have Rotopax tanks on the front here. Also comes with a shovel on the side that's mounted to our aluminum endo exoskeleton. All right, going on to the front side step here. Super strong, you can stand on this, obviously. Then you also have your entry step, which comes standard on the Limited, also comes standard on the Pro. Super easy, just fold this down right towards your toes, and you have a nice, easy step to get into, regardless of, all the clearance that you have. That really makes a nice midway point to get up into the trailer. Really easy to stow away as well. For when you're towing, you still get nice clearance there. All right, as you kind of direct your way to the entry door here, you got a keyless entry RV lock. We'll get into more details when we come onto the inside. You can see that you got scene lighting on the passenger side, as well as the rear and driver side, and we'll show you those too. Going to wheels, tires, and suspension here, we use timber and axle-less suspension for a super smooth ride. It's awesome. They're independent suspension systems, so as you're going off-road, they work independently. If you're like going down a washboard road, you'll see the tires just working independently, bouncing back and forth, and then you'll just see the trailer and it's just staying level. It's super awesome. Love timber and axle suspension. It's been working great. We use BF Goodrich KO2s on all of our trailers. You can go from 29-inch all the way to 35-inch. You can even go up to 40-inch tires if you'd like. The standard on our Pro and Limited is 29 to 35-inch tires. Standard lug pattern we use is a 6 by 139.7. Standard lug pattern for like Tacomas, 4Runners, pretty standard lug pattern for aftermarket wheels. So it's really easy to throw on aftermarket wheels that you want. If you want to match your Tacoma, match your 4Runner, match your vehicle, that can be done. We also have options to do Jeep lug patterns, whether it's a 5-on-5 or 5-on-4.5. We can make those adjustments so that you can match the wheels and tires to your Jeep as well. And yes, you can tow this with the Jeep, 4Runner, Tacoma. Some people pick up some of our units in Subarus. The GVWR on these trailers is 3,500 pounds. And this one coming in right now is at about 2,800 pounds with a 1,000-pound gear capacity. Super lightweight, tow it with almost anything, and you got a ton of gear capacity inside, even though it's all kitted out with the bells and whistles. All right, I want to talk a little bit more about our endo exoskeleton. You see with all these triangle cutouts. You might wonder why the triangle. That is our brand mark. We've kind of put that everywhere, and it's actually super functional. You can use these triangle cutouts everywhere to strap kayaks, other items to gear. You can use volley straps or bungees. We also have our triangle toggle nut, which is specific to us. Triangle piece that rotates and locks into place in all of these triangles, whether it's on the inside, outside, on the entry step, but it just keys right in. There's a bolt to turn it, and then there's a set screw to lock that into place once it's rotated, and then you can bolt really anything you want to the outside of the trailer. Customers bolt on different accessories from ammo can holders, WeBoost, tons of different things and accessories you can bolt to the outside of the trailer and inside. You can see them on the entry steps. Really, these are everywhere to make it really easy to haul all the gear you want, whether it's on the inside, outside, secure all that stuff down. I do want to show you this kitchen box, but before we do, we're going to jump over to the awning. Lance is going to show us how that Fiamma awning works.
On our RR-1 trailers, we use the Fiamma F45S awning. It's a straight out awning. We love it. It's super easy to use. So this awning comes standard on the Limited. It's also standard on the Pro. It can be added to the base or the Plus. But grab the handle, hook it on here. You do need to make sure the entry door is shut or it'll snag on the entry door. But you just bring it out far enough until you can reach it. Reach up, grab the legs, thumb screw, drop it down, and put it out at maybe, I don't know, 30-degree angle. Same on this side. Then we're gonna just crank the awning out until those upper arms are almost straight. Just about right in there. Then you've got two options. You can bring these legs straight. So if you're gonna be quick or you wanna have a nice tall awning, you can have these pull straight up and down. It does come with stakes, so you can stake the feet into the ground to help in the wind. Or if you are on uneven ground or it slopes away, you can hook these back to the trailer. We have aluminum brackets on the trailer. You can grab the leg, drop it in, and lock it into there. Come back, adjust your thumb screw. Same thing on the front. And then you just want to make sure your awning is high enough that your door will open without dragging on your awning. So it's okay for it to hit the aluminum, but you don't want it to drag on the material. Takedown's just the reverse of setting it up. So once again, you want to make sure the door is closed. Pull the legs out of the brackets. Bring your legs to like, well, A little bit of an angle there. Righty-tighty. Pull the awning in about halfway or so. Drop your legs down. Wind it in. Just give it a little snug at the top, make sure it's tight, and put this bar back in the kitchen box.
All right, thanks Lance for showing us the awning. Let's jump into this kitchen box here. This is our side kitchen or accessory box. The passenger side kitchen accessory box, as well as the driver's side kitchen accessory box, both come standard on the RR-1 Limited. You can add them to the Pro, Plus, or Base, all of the units. They just bolt right onto that triangle toggle that I was showing you. And there's one in each corner attached to this endo exoskeleton. Kitchen, accessory, storage box, external. It's lockable. You have your compression latches here. The compression latches actually have these aluminum brackets or aluminum plates on the back, so that if any gear that's up here, like camp chairs or soft materials, don't get in the way of the latch. It keeps all the goods that are in here, it kind of pushes them away from the latch so that it doesn't prevent the latch from opening or closing, which is super nice. You have your removable shelf in here, so you can take this out to fit taller items. There's triangle cutouts inside the shelf, so if you need to bungee, lash stuff, just kind of secure your gear in there while you're going off-road, that's in there for you as well. These are awesome. They sit right here. Most vehicles' side view mirrors just sit right above the kitchen box, so it doesn't really block any of your side view mirror that you're used to having. They're really easy to remove as well. So there's just 4 bolts in each corner. You can take them off if you like. You don't have to. They ride here as you're towing. You can even stack 2 kitchen boxes on this rigid roof unit if you'd like, and have one up here as well, which is super cool. Internal storage, you're about 150, 200 pounds. On the top here, you're looking at 50 pounds. And then on this shelf here, this table setup, you're also looking at about 50 pounds. You can fit 2 burner stoves, propane tanks, all your gear, accessories, whatever you want. A lot of the time we'll throw skis in there, ski poles, all of that. Typically, if you have 2 kitchen boxes, we like to do a kitchen setup, just full kitchen setup on this side, and then throw the skis or other fun gear on the other side, bags, whatever it is. One of the coolest things about the kitchen boxes that kind of sets us apart from others is that we don't limit you to what we give you. You can put the 2 burner stove you already have, or your favorite 2 burner stove, in this unit. You can outfit it, organize it exactly how you want. Bins and different things, you know, cutlery, soft goods, paper towel, just anything you want to throw in here and how you want to organize it. It's totally up to you and what you want to use it for. Some of our customers don't even use it as a kitchen. They use it to haul tools and different things like that. They use it on the job site. So there's tons of functionality. This is our most popular add-on for sure. It just keeps a lot of storage and a lot of goods outside of your living space. Keeps it clean in there, but it's also lockable and secure. That is our kitchen accessory box. Like I said, you can add it to any of our trailers, whether it's the AS1, RR1, any trim level. Coming down to the back here, you can see your Fulton plated jack, which just like the front, super easy to pull down and then easily drop this down to stabilize and level the trailer. T-level here on the back, so you can easily see, you know, there's 2 plated jacks on the back. You got your 2 wheels in the front. As you're adjusting those, you can easily level out that trailer side to side, front to back. Now we're going to jump over to Cole to show us a little bit more about the back of the trailer and why it's special.
All right, you guys, let's jump around the back of this RR-1 Limited. Starting from the top down, you have 2 Baja Design S2 Sports on the back. Also, on the Limited model, you get the backup camera. With that, a 7-inch screen is provided to mount right in your car, so you have live video on the back. On this RR-1 Limited, as well as all of our other trailers we offer, there's integrated ramp storage on the bottom for motorcycles and 4-wheelers. Also, there's a 2-inch receiver, and on that you can fit bike racks, motorcycle racks, and any cargo tray you'd like. All right, you guys, moving on down this back door, you can open it up with our 2 keyless entry RV locks. When you open up this back door, it's like an automatic awning. Popping inside, there's L-track that runs down both sides of the trailer. so you can tie down all your gear and toys. Also, talking about the inside of the trailer, the flooring. It's a one-piece seamless flooring that you can pressure wash out and get it all clean after all your adventures. With our RR-1, we offer 2 different modular bed systems. And with those bed systems, you can haul motorcycles, mountain bikes, and all the other toys you want to bring with you.
Going into more detail on our bed systems, we offer 2 options of bed systems. We have a 3-panel bed system and a fold-down bed system. The 3-panel bed comes with 2 sets of side rails and 3 panels. So you can easily adjust the side rails to any height you want, and then you can move the bed panels to either height of those side rails. So you could have the bed up high, easily move it down lower, or you can set it up as a picnic table. And then on our fold-down beds, they fold up against the walls, get out of the way. You can fold them down and have a full queen, or you can just fold one side down, have a twin bed and a full height walk-through. Either of the bed systems are totally adjustable in height, and either of the bed systems you can add your own like queen size mattress of your choice if you want a super plush mattress. All right, let's talk a little more in depth about our 3-panel bed system. This shows our 3-panel bed at a relatively low position, but still has tons of room for gear underneath. You can go lower if you want, or you can go higher. Right now you can see the rail up here is here, so you could easily pop these panels up to here. We'll show you a little bit more of that in a minute. On inside, so right now we have a full queen size mattress, which is optional. Customer can choose their own queen size mattress. I like this option because it's comfy. It's not quite as versatile as the 3 cushions that we'll show you in a minute. A lot of headroom, a lot of comfort, and then a lot of storage underneath. Our standard 3-panel bed comes with 2 sets of rails. You can put it any height you want. Right now we've got this lower rail at a fairly low height, but you still have tons of room for gear. You can also go lower or higher. The other rail is currently higher, so you can easily pop the bed up there, or you can set it up as a picnic table. We have 3 cushions and 3 panels. Each cushion is 3 inches thick with dual density foam. Pop these cushions out of the way, and you can move these panels up. Throw the cushions up here, you've got the bed at a different height. So our 3-panel bed system, right now you've got a comfy bed, super easy to make it into a picnic table. Just climb up, move the middle cushion, pull your center panel, and you got a place to sit. Our fold-down beds come standard with 4-inch dual density mattresses. Each can be folded up independently, and you can mount them at any height you like. At this height we have drop-down legs. If you want to mount it any higher, you can strap from here up to the top and have the bed be at any height. So you can pop this bed up out of the way against the wall. You can fold this one up as well. Get these legs out of the way, you got full height. You can fit a horse in here. One of my favorite things to do is drop this bed down, grab the cushion from this bed, fold this guy back up. Now you have a couch or a bed. You can take a nap, have a snack, but you've still got full standing height all the way through this half of the trailer. Another benefit of the fold down beds is you can put them at different heights, like if you want to sleep 2 people, but you don't want to sleep right next together. Come on in. Got a couch up on one side, high bench on the other. You can eat, you can use your computer, have a mobile office, chill, and then easily fold this up out of the way. Except for you have to remember to pull the hook out and have full height walk through.
All right, let's move on to the driver's side here. Very similar to the passenger side. We have the full inflated jack here at the bottom. Same kitchen box as we have on the passenger side. We like to keep water tanks or other stuff in this one. As you can see, the shelf we have folded back out of the way to give us that little bit of extra storage for these water tanks or whatever other stuff you have in the kitchen box. And this kitchen box comes standard on the Limited, both driver side and passenger side, as well as you can add it on to any of the other trim levels. So moving up here, we've got the scene lighting on the top. This is the driver side as well as the passenger side, which comes standard on the Limited. We also have the undercarriage lighting underneath all of the trailer, which helps illuminate underneath, makes it so it's a nice dim light for camp. You're not going to be shining in other people's eyes and whatnot, but you can still see and get into the trailer. Makes it really nice there. Moving on from that, we've got wheels and tires with our same timber and axle-less suspension, as well as our spare tire. It's mounted to our spare tire bar, which is really nice. You have extra mounting points if you want to mount other gear or different things there. And that sits right here on our side step. Our side step has the same triangles that you can see in the uprights, where you can mount things to it with the triangle toggle nuts, bungee cords, anything you want to do there. And then this is our on-demand hot water system. We'll go into that in a little bit, but before we do, let's take a look at the roof.
There we go. All right, let's talk about the roof. You can't have a rigid roof trailer without a rigid roof. We've got a 1-inch thick composite roof, our own design, fiberglass skin outside, fiberglass skin inside, 1 inch of closed cell foam in the middle, and then we have a 1/4 inch of EVA foam on the inside, so it's super well insulated, super quiet, super light. The Limited trailer comes standard with the 48-volt air conditioner from Nomadic Cooling back here, 300 watts of solar panels, max air fan. This is a super strong roof. You can just climb right on up.
All right, let's go into more depth about the on-demand hot water system. Comes standard on the Limited trim level. You got your aluminum exterior shower box that has your Julka hot tap inside. That also this on-demand hot water system also comes with propane to run the heat. And then you have your shower awning up here on the awning accessory bar. There's also some other spots you could add some more gear, other attachments. Let me show you how this works. You're gonna come back here or wherever you wanna store your Julka supplies. It just comes in this blue bin. It's provided by Julka. Just kind of keeps all your gear and stuff for the on-demand hot water system nice and tight and compact. Bring that over here. This box is awesome. It actually fits everything. So you can actually take this off. It's on a quick release bracket. So you can actually just pull it right off of the shower enclosure. You can store it inside your box, take it to the beach, take it to other areas where you're not taking the trailer. Maybe you just want to take it with you in your vehicle to just rinse off or hose off. You can take the whole system with you, and then you can just place it right back on the quick release bracket. In this Julka box, you have all your lines and hoses, all quick connect for the on-demand hot water system. It actually doubles as a sink washing station. So the lid actually flips upside down, keys into these holes. It's actually really strong. You can set like cast iron skillets on here, tons of other dishes and stuff like that. Drains into the tub here. And then there's actually a drain port right on the side. So you can open that up and let that soapy, dirty water drain out. I've actually used this to wash my little kid. So you just fill it up like a bathtub, and it's like a little bathtub right here with the shower system. Super awesome. Let's go into more detail on how to set it up. First thing you're gonna wanna start with is your water source, and you'll start with your weighted filter that comes in the kit. So this weighted filter, it's weighted, just sits on the bottom of a tank or wherever you're gonna set it. Cool thing about the Julka is you can actually throw this line into a bucket, a jug, a river, lake, and there's actually a little collar here that you put on this first if you're gonna throw it into a river or a lake, and it sits it off the bottom of that riverbed or lake bed to keep it out of the silt and dirt. And then it does have filtered holes to keep the silt and dirt out of your system. For this purpose, we're just gonna use one of our jugs. We provide the Aquatainer jugs, which you've seen earlier. We like to store them in this side kitchen box here. You can store them inside if it's cold weather, kind of keep them warm inside the trailer. If you want to do some cold weather camping, you want to still use the hot water system. The cool thing about these water jugs is they're actually really versatile. Provide you with 24 gallons worth of these jugs. They're 4 gallons each, and they're not so big that they're hard to handle or carry around. Like, they're actually pretty easy to carry around, but they are stackable as well. So if you want to stack a few by your shower system, so you just have the other jug right there and ready. If you run out of water in this one, you can just take this one off, access the next one. But they are really versatile. Each lid has an integrated spigot. I like to use these for cooking, cleaning, filling up water bottles. You just turn the spigot, you have running water. Mainly used on the kitchen box to do like cooking and cleaning and all that stuff. Sometimes I'll even throw it on the inside, onto the sink there, and just use it to brush teeth quick and easy. This on-demand hot water system also runs onto the inside to the sink. Let's show you how that works. Take your water source, whether it's a tank, river, lake. I like to set it up on the side step here. You'll want to start with your weighted filter that you'll drop down in that tank just so it keeps at the bottom of the tank. And then you'll just grab a blue hose for your water intake. It's all quick connect, so you can kind of hear all that connect and click. Drop this in your tank here. Make sure it sits at the bottom. This other end is going to go on your pump. And I believe Julka mentions that you can pump water from up to like 100 feet of like incline or something. That's just a good distance. They have extra lines and like blue lines and red lines on their website, extra shower heads and shower mounts that allow you to really extend your reach with the water system. You just look at the arrow on the back here. You can see that it has an arrow going from one direction to the other. So this end, the back of the arrow, is going to be from your water source. Click that on. The water pump will pump it out of this way where the arrow is pointing up to your hot water heater. Then you'll take this other blue line here, and this will just go from your pump, that other side of the arrow, just right up to your water heater here. And that's just quick connect as well. So you just clicked it onto the blue fitting with the blue hose, pretty simple. And then to power your pump, that's important as well. You have a power cord up in your shower box. And we've kind of already just extended it a perfect amount. The rest is coiled up right here. So you can kind of keep that right there. You plug that into here. Right now it's off. So you want to make sure it's off, which is like the depressed circle, and on is the line. So make sure it's off when you plug it in. That's powered from the inside of the trailer. From there, you will connect your water coming out. So you have your water coming in, it's blue, it's gonna get heated in here, and then you're gonna have your red, hot water coming out. You can either directly just quick connect that right to your shower head, like so, and then you just put this in your shower mount, or there are splitters on some of these hoses. If you want your shower and your sink running at the same time, you can put on one of these splitters, just like this. Connect your sink line, which is already always connected to the interior. You would just need another red hose. So this whole kit has everything you need really, and provides everything you need to run it this way. So quick connect, mount that. So now you have your shower head and your sink connected at the same time. I know it looks like a lot of hoses and things like that. Once you do it once or twice, it's super easy. And the nice thing is, as you disconnect everything, it self-winterizes. So as you just pull all these quick connects away, throw them in your bucket, it self-winterizes, all the water drains, so you don't have to worry about freezing or cracking or things like that. You also need propane, right, for the heat. Connect your propane here to the propane tank provided. Make sure that's on there well. This is also a quick connect fitting, which is awesome. You do have to pull down the collar on this one though. So you pull down the collar, push it on, it'll connect on there, and then you can just slowly open. Don't open it all the way. Sometimes they don't work when you crank it all the way open. Sometimes when you open it too fast too, you can like trip the regulator. So just, I would open it slow. I'd go all the way till it starts to tighten and then just back off a little bit. Let's open up the shower awning first. Do that, you just undo your zippers. I'm just gonna get this kind of out of the way here. It's a little bit easier to connect all your lines without this down. You just have better access to everything. So you just undo your zippers here. You're kind of gonna pull this top cover and tuck it back here like this, the best you can. And then there's these two Velcro straps, one here, one here. You just undo both of those like so. And then before you roll down, I like to kind of shut this just a little bit so it rolls over top of it. And then this will just start to roll, just like that. And you can extend it closer to the ground so you can actually have it touching the ground. And then with all these, you can stake that down. You open up that one arm, there's kind of a latch in the back corner. You'll hear it click. And then you'll open up this arm. You'll hear that one click. And then you just kind of pull it apart so it can form its box. Just like that. Here's your entry zipper here. You can just pull that open, kind of come in here and check it out. You got like these little bags and things like that to hold your soap and different things like that. In order to access your on-demand hot water system, what you're gonna wanna do is pull this bottom zipper up. With this open, you still have access to your controls. You don't really You need to control it once it gets going. Once you get the water going, it's just really on-off switch at the shower head. All right, so I just kind of moved the shower curtain out of the way just to show you how this system works. So you got your shower curtain up, you got your Julka system up, you just flip on your pump. That's gonna prime the system. So it's actually gonna start to pump like you just heard, and then it's going to stop. So that means your system's primed, there's water where it needs to be. You are gonna wanna make sure that your shower head, it's the depressed circle, is turned off before you prime that pump. Otherwise, you're just gonna have water spraying out of this. Same with the sink on the inside. Sink faucet has the same fitting right here. If you have the splitter connected and you have the sink and the shower head connected at the same time, you're gonna wanna make sure that the button is turned off on each of those, which is that little depressed circle you can see right there. And then on is the extruded circle. Once you have the system primed, you're ready to turn it on. Just to talk about the controls here on the hot tap. In order for the hot tap to ignite and actually work, you need a lot of water flow. That's how it turns on, is based on water flow. So this is your flow. It's not water pressure per se. It's just like how much water you're allowing to move through the system. So you want a lot of water to move through the system during startup. And then I just turn the flame, you know, midway or kind of low midway point. You don't want it super high though, just because initial startup, it can heat the water really fast, and if it gets over temperature, it'll shut it off automatically. Once you got all that dialed down, you just turn on your shower head. That's what starts the system. It allows the flow to go through there. Listen for the clicking of the igniter. It'll start to pull propane, and then it will ignite the propane to heat. So as soon as I click this on, it'll ignite the flame. You can see the flame inside here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see it in there. You can see the temperature rising here on the Julka hot tap. So we're at 92 degrees right now. If you want a higher temperature, I'd recommend just dropping the flow a little bit. So that's gonna actually cause the water to go through the system slower, and it's gonna heat easier. And then if you even want it even hotter than that, you can turn up your flame here. It does have a safety feature in there. Right now we're at 97. It doesn't allow it to go over 120 degrees, which is scalding. Probably see a little bit of steam coming off this. This is pretty warm hot water. It's pretty awesome. All right, and then once you want to turn it off, all you have to do is switch off the switch on the shower head. Shuts off the system automatically. This is kind of nice, just like get all wet, soap up, and then rinse off. So you can kind of conserve water in between. You just shut it off. You don't have to have it running the whole time. Make sure your 4-gallon water tanks just last a lot longer. While we have all this set up, especially onto the interior here, let's go inside, check out the indoor shower kit, how to set that up. So jumping on the inside, before we go into the full indoor hot water system, I'm gonna just show you the sink here. You got a nice stainless steel sink in the front counter here. The aquatainer jugs are really nice to set up on here. Use that spigot for brushing teeth or whatever, but also you have the hot water from the sink. You can actually pull this whole thing out and use it in the blue jug, as I was mentioning before, as a dishwashing sink. Same concept, you just turn this on, and it'll fire up, water will flow, the water out there will ignite. You have a little drain, you can cool this with water if you'd like, and then you have hot running water in here as well. Your gray water port from that sink will drain just right here. That's where your drain water port comes. You can thread a hose on there, 5-gallon bucket. All right, so let's jump into the indoor shower kit. This is an add-on to the Limited and to any of our trailers, mainly the Plus, Pro, and Limited, because you can add the on-demand hot water system to it. You could totally add this to the base as well if you want to throw in your own indoor shower system, but it's super awesome, super simple. First thing you're going to do is you have this deck plate in the floor. Comes with the shower kit. So that's standard. You come with your shower pan, shower curtain, and your upper roof MOLLE panel to hold the shower curtain, hold the shower head, things like that. To undo the deck plate, you just twist it out. Pretty simple. Set that on the counter, wherever you'd like. And then you have these 2 rubber latches. Pull each one, fold that down. It has kind of some pads on each corner, so that'll help kind of pad the floor as you're using it. Shower curtain's already in there. You have your drain right in the center there that lines up with that port on the exterior. You can hang up your shower curtain. You can leave the hooks on here. You can leave them on the shower curtain themselves and hang them up. We'll do that real quick. All right, now that you have your shower curtain hung, I'll show you how to set the rest of this up. Just kind of pull the line through. If you've already set the system prior and you have the pump on, make sure to turn off the pump, depressurize the system by turning on the shower head out there, the sink faucet in here, and then you'll do the quick disconnect of the shower head, the sink head. You could use this too to shower with, I guess totally up to you, personal preference. But then you're going to want an extended hose. So they have these little extenders inside the Julka kit. You'll just quick connect that onto that fitting. Take your extended hose, quick connect that. So now you have this extended hose. Connect your shower head from outside. Once you have that extension connected, you have your shower head. You're just going to attach it to the overhead MOLLE panel. Attach this to wherever you would like, and then this actually adjusts as well. So there you go. I'm actually going to set it back a little bit. It's probably, I personally don't like the shower head right over my head, but like I said, personal preference. So, and as of right now, the pump is still off, which is probably preferred in case you flip this switch. You don't want water running on you, or unless you're ready to shower. But I'd recommend setting this all up and then getting ready to jump in the showers. It is pretty nice to have an exterior or interior shower. A lot of customers love the shower enclosure because you can also use it to put your cassette toilet or portable toilet and have a good read out in nature. Nice thing about the indoor shower kit, with your indoor shower curtain, you can create a nice private space to put your portable toilet inside. The on-demand hot water system's awesome. It's a great addition to your Plus, Pro, and it comes standard on the limited unit. It's probably the best feeling to take a hot water shower after a long day of hiking, mountain biking, hunting, whatever it is. Ah, it's so warm. The greatest part about this is you can shower right out here and enjoy nature while you're doing it. There's also a roof on here if you want to throw that on, but I don't see why. The greatest thing about the shower awning is it has all these pockets you can hold your soap, or you can use our little shower enclosure to hold your soap and other items you need here. And then you just have your towel right off here to the side. It's a perfect little setup. And you can have a great shower inside with the on-demand hot water system and the indoor shower kit. Greatest part is too, you still have perfect access to the counter. You can grab your soap, your towel, your clothes, anything you need to have a successful indoor shower. You have this vent fan right up here to exhaust any steam right out the top of the trailer from where you're showering.
Coming to the front corner of the trailer, we have our gray water port here. So this can either hook to a standard garden hose, or you can do a portable gray water tank underneath that. We have our 15 amp shore power input, so just a standard extension cord can go there. And then we have a portable solar panel input right here. New for 24, on our gear room, we did side opening doors instead of the front opening door, and that makes it a lot easier to access all your gear. So you can pop that open and you have full access to the upper shelf, the lower shelf. Both shelves have lights on them. Also new for 2024, we went with the EcoFlow Independence Kit. And this is a 48 volt system. The Limited comes with a 5 kilowatt battery with the option to add a second 5 kilowatt battery for a total of 10 kilowatts. Comes with a 3600 watt inverter and distribution panel. All your electricals right here. It's tied up nice and neat, super robust, efficient, easy to install, easy to troubleshoot. And then inside there's a display that's really easy to use, we really like. It also has a great app to use. Cool thing about the side opening doors is you've got full pass-through. So you've got doors on both sides. You can put long items in or easily access gear from both sides. All right, moving forward on the trailer, we have our 3-inch tubular steel spine, tongue to tail, and then inside that we have a 2.5-inch removable tongue. So this tongue is removable. You can slide it in, so you can get it out of the way at camp or in your garage if you want to shorten it. You can also completely remove the tongue, take it out, put it in the back of your truck, put it inside the vehicle for security or just to get it out of the way. We use the lock and roll coupler, which we really like. So it pivots side to side, up and down, and then totally rotates so it can never get in a bind on the vehicle. We can adjust the height for whatever vehicle you've got. It doesn't rattle, super robust. It's rated for 11,000 pounds. The reason the tongue is this long is when you're in a off-road situation, sometimes you have to back up to a near 90. So for mid-size vehicles, we have a pinhole here. And then for full-size vehicles, we have another pinhole here, and that means so your full-size truck, your bumper can come into right here. You're not going to hit the jack or the side of the trailer when you're trying to back up.
We're gonna move on to the inside of the trailer here, but before we do, I do wanna talk about the door that is feature packed for your safety and comfort. Keyless RV lock, and you got a couple of different ways you can unlock and lock it. So your first couple of ways is gonna be on your key fob. This is really neat. We live in a generation where everybody's got a key fob, so you should be familiar with these. And that'll lock your door, as well as unlocking. You also have keys that you can additionally use to lock the deadbolt, as shown. In addition to locking the deadbolt, you also can lock the latch pad for additional safety. And if you're not too keen on using a key fob, we do have the keypad. You can lock it via the lock button, and that'll actuate the deadbolt, as well as entering your combination to unlock it as well. So walking around to the inside, you're also going to be able to actuate the deadbolt via this piece here, and you also can open and close from the inside as well. These keyless entry locks are going to be standard on the front door as well as the two on your rear gate. We have two gas shocks up above, which means this door is not going to slam shut on you, nor is it going to swing open. It also can withstand the wind. In addition to the safety and comfort of our keyless RV locks, we also have these Arctic Tern double pane insulated windows with a few really cool features. We have a blackout screen, a bug screen, and then open for the sunshine. You also can actuate these. You need to click these gray buttons to open and close, and this is an awning style window. It's got two positions, so one click, two click, and then to close this, you're gonna go ahead and swing it all the way out and then drop it back down. It also has a 1/4 inch open setting, which is right here in the middle. And now you have the safety of being locked, but also have a little bit of airflow on the inside. We're gonna hop on the inside and show you our endless storage options. My personal favorite thing is this pantry door. You have dividers back in here, store your needs, all your goods, whatever you like. And the best part about this is, just like our kitchen boxes, same latches, they are lockable. So if you have any goods in storage that you really want to keep safe, this is lockable. You have endless storage in here. You have a spice rack for all your favorite cooking needs, ketchup, salt and pepper, butter, peanut butter, anything you could possibly want. We keep that up here. Some additional storage down here. Another really cool spot where I keep my phones, my knives, any tools that I need is this drawer here. Close it, and you're good to go. You also have some additional storage for our cassette toilet down here, but if you don't have your toilet in there, put whatever you want. Also featured in our new 2024 Rigid Roof Limited is this elevated fridge slide. It's perfect for things like this. This elevated fridge slide can be added to any unit, which means whether you get a base, plus, pro, or limited, you get a bottle opener to enjoy your drinks with all your friends and all your homies. And the cool thing, we wanted to keep this idea from our previous models, but it does slide out. So now you can open this, keep all your frozen and fridge goods in here. This is a Dometic 95-liter fridge and freezer combo, which means you can put fridge, freezer. In addition to our many storage options, we have our MOLLE Panel Kit. There is 4 in the back here, which comes standard on the Limited, as well as this one on the sidewall, and these 2 up here. These MOLLE panels will come standard with 30 valet straps, in which you can use to secure all types of gear in here. We love the MOLLE kit so much that you can actually add it to any trim level. So base, plus, pro, limited, you name it, they'll get the MOLLE panels if you want them. In addition to our MOLLE panels, we also have coat hooks up here, in which you can hang shirts, backpacks, jackets, anything you like. So we also have these uprights, which feature R triangles for securing stuff, as well as your rib nuts, which, as you noticed, our beds are actually secured to. So anywhere you see a rib nut, you can actually move the bed up and down. Another great storage option that is an add-on for a Limited is actually going to be these cabinets up here, in which they feature 3 panels on each side, stuff gear, stuff whatever you need in there. And so we have these vent holes that are for ventilation, but also feature our triangles for securing various things. These are add-ons to any rigid roof model, so that be a base, plus, pro, or limited. And you don't have to have both. You can do one or the other. If you favor a sleeping side, you can pick which side you want it on. That is all our great options for storage in the rigid roof model. Let's go ahead and jump on over to Lance for some electrical.
All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about the interior electrical system. Over here we've got our EcoFlow control panel, stove control, 110 outlet, USB plug, which also has USB-C and a 12-volt plug. Up here to the right, we have our remote controls for the max air fan and the nomadic cooling air conditioner. You can see our backup camera monitor. We just have this in here right now you can use for security or sitting behind you, but it's really designed to go in your vehicle while you're towing so you can back up or change lanes safely. The EcoFlow panel, it's all touch screen. The home screen shows you where your battery's at, how much recharging time or time you have to empty. Like right now, we're getting 24 watts of solar, but we're in the shade and we're using 51 watts of output. You can turn on your AC or your DC circuits, like you can turn off all the DC circuits here. And then also you can control 6 circuits within that, so like the interior lights you can turn off and on, and then scene lights, all undercarriage lights, all those can be turned on. And it also has 6 circuits that are always on, like for the fridge and things like that you don't want somebody to accidentally turn off. Over on the AC side, we just have our AC outlets. They each have their own circuit breaker, and it shows kind of where all your current draw is. Another cool thing about the EcoFlow is their app is really nice. If you open the app on your phone, it shows where your charge is coming from, whether it's coming from the alternator, solar, or shore power. Shows how much time you have either to charge or days left to use. Shows your input and your output, so you can click on either. It'll show you what's going on your input. And if you go back, so output's the one you're going to use most of the time. So right now all of our AC circuits are turned off. You can just turn them on, as simple as turning that on. And that makes your outlets live if you want to use like a electric kettle or anything like that. And then your DC circuits, you can go to that and you've got your interior light control again. All of your lights you can control right there from the app, so super easy to use. Your stove controls right here, and you can turn it off and on here or adjust the temperature. It just blows hot air over top of the cooktop. It gives you a nice even heat coming out. The stove can be a stove or heater. It's diesel, super cool. These are in yachts and sailboats a lot, so they're from the marine industry. They're very robust. They just sip diesel. They have a very low current draw. When the lid's folded down, the air blows across this surface and you just have a nice warm air coming out right here. When the lid is up, you have a hot surface, a little bit hotter, and a smaller surface. They are on the same thermostat. The stove also pulls combustion air from the interior of the cabin and exhausts it outside, so it helps dry the air in here and helps with condensation. So even if it's just kind of cold outside, a lot of people will open a window, run the stove, and help keep that condensation out. The limited trailer comes with LED interior lights. They are totally dimmable, and they can also switch to red for night vision, or if you don't want to wake others up when you're navigating around in the trailer. In the limited model, we use the Max Air 7500 vent fan, so it's fully powered. You can turn it on, it'll open itself, turn on. I believe it has 10 different speeds. You can have it on nice and quiet, or you can have it really moving some air if you want. You can use the remote, or you can use the controls on here. It also has an extended cover, so you can actually have it open and be using it while it's raining. You can use it for intake or exhaust. We usually use it for exhaust, but it does a great job of keeping it cool in here. You can open up the windows, have the screens closed, and be pulling in cool air. Or if you do cook in here, then you can get rid of cooking fumes with it. All right, so when it's really hot, we do have the nomadic cooling X2 48-volt air conditioner. This thing's super efficient. It's light, it's small, easy to operate. Turn it on, open the vents. These vents are totally, you can rotate them and angle them where you want. You can set the fan speed, you can set the temperature, or you can just set it to eco mode. You got your intake air here, your exhaust air here. All right, that wraps up the interior of the 2024 RR-1 Limited.
Thanks for stopping by and checking out the new RR-1 Limited walkthrough. We hope you enjoyed it. If you are up for an adventure, whether it be a rugged off-road or you're just looking for a weekend getaway, this trailer is the unit for you. If you want to dwell different, go to Antishanty.com and check us out. We're here to do the ultimate walkthrough. Start over. Cheers, bro.
There once was a river in Bangladesh. Unit. Before we talk, I want to show you. I don't want to show you. I want to show you.
Oh, we're going? I thought we were just testing the mic. I'll probably go over that again. Creates a nice private room for, I don't know, creates some more privacy for your portable toilet. With the on-demand restart.
I want to restart because I didn't talk about the hitch. I'm just going to start with coming on down.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to talk about the ramp.
That's on our, what do we call this, just a step?
You could just cut it right there. That is disgusting. Put fridge, freezer, freeze, fridger.